Yo, what's up YouTube? Dirty Dan Gaming coming back with another Rise of Kingdoms video, and today we are talking about jumpers. Are they still worth it in 2021 going into 2022? This is the prime time for jumper accounts, so we're going to dive into a little bit of what they are, what are some of the benefits that you get from them, and is a jumper account right for you, and is it even worth it at all? So check it out. Okay, so here is our little test jumper, just so that way I can kind of show you guys some of the things that you might be curious to see. So I'm going to be reading off my notes today, so this is probably one of the first really structured videos I'm going to do, but I feel it's important because jumpers are a huge part of the Rise of Kingdoms community, and there's just a lot of advantages to jumper accounts. So first off, what is a jumper account? That is pretty much an account that you are going to start and utilize the beginner migration item, which I don't think that's the correct name, but I didn't know what it was off the top of my head. So it is. It's called the beginner's immigration item. So as you can see here, you are going to have pretty much 10 days until this item expires. Now, during the course of 10 days, what you are going to do are a lot of the normal daily things that you do in Rise of Kingdoms. You're going to spend your action points. You are going to farm barbarians. You are going to farm resources. So over here, level 1, you're pretty much going to do the same thing that you're going to do on your regular day-to-day. Now, for the new players joining us, you'll kind of see as we're going through of what a little bit of that day-to-day looks like. But pretty much what you want to do is develop your account up to level 7, because once you are at level 8, this item is going to be completely removed from your inventory and you won't be able to use it. So the goal is to get up to City Hall level 7, and then you are going to simply just begin hoarding your items for when you do a jump. Now, the goal for a lot of people within or for free-to-plays or for new accounts is there's an event that starts up that gives you access to a city skin, and I'm actually going to go in a little bit of detail in some of my further videos on if that city skin is worth it, so stay tuned for some of those as we're really starting to get our jumper account, our real one, with our jumper group ready. So again, you're going to be developing this account over the course of 9 days, and then you're going to jump into your final kingdom. This is, again, very beneficial for any kind of player. You don't have to be just a free-to-play player to take advantage of a jumper account or a jumper group. Pay-to-wins can also take advantage of this as well, because it is giving you essentially a head start as you are dropping into the final kingdom. So the kingdom that we are in right now currently is 2418, and I'll go over why we are in this kingdom to start our jumper jumper account off in. But first, I want to touch on what kind of head start. Now, I'm going to refer some of the information that I've been getting from friends, as well as just natural research that I'm doing on my own. Definitely giving 99% of the credit on this video to the Logic Bank. He is a Rise of Kingdoms content creator who specializes in jumper accounts, and that dude has it down to a science. So I'm going to kind of reveal some things that he has done in his videos, but definitely go and check him out. Again, he's the Logic Bank. He's going to really kind of break a lot of those things down. This is just going to be a general overview of what you can accomplish for a jumper account, and is it worth it still today in 2021 going into 2022. So what kind of head start can you get in a matter of 9 days? Well, if you have any events going on, such as a holiday event, you are going to have a glorious head start. So you'll see that a lot of jumper groups will do their jumps into final kingdoms, or their new final home kingdom, while holiday events are going on. These holiday events in Rise of Kingdoms are probably the best, and you get the most value out of them. So the fact that you're going to be a brand new account taking advantage of a holiday event, which, mind you, we have to develop the account for over the course of 8 to 9 days. These events, these seasonal events, usually run about a week. So once you jump into your final kingdom, like if we were to jump into the final kingdom with this jumper that I'm showing you guys right now, those players who are just starting fresh accounts in that kingdom that you're calling home will have never seen this event. You are going to have such a head start on commanders because you're going to be getting epic commander sculptures, speed ups, experience. You can get up to 100 of these epic commander sculptures, and that is huge in the early game. So you have all of these kinds of events for seasonal. And then let's see if we actually have anything else. I don't think so. Oh, look, you get a free reward for about to enter Lost Kingdom, and we're going to a cutscene, which I don't want to watch. This is pretty cool. They should do this for every KVK. I really like that design and layout. That's pretty cool. So sometimes you will also have other hot events too. Some of them are going to be found by the name of like France, Germany, Japan, and those will pretty much give you rewards for, again, doing daily stuff that you're going to be doing anyway. Farming food, farming stone, farming wood, using action points, stuff of that nature, things that you're already doing in the game already. So you're going to, again, you're not going to be spending anything, just a little bit of time. And when I say a little bit of time, it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time, but again, you're getting a really nice head start on your account as soon as you are approaching that final kingdom. Another good event that you can look for when you are doing jumper accounts or jumper groups is Lohar's Trial, because again, that is just simply an event that is going to be giving you additional rewards for killing barbarians, and that is something that we do on a daily basis to try and keep our kingdom safe from those dirty barbarians. I'm totally kidding if there's any new players watching this. That is not how the barbarian system works. It is pretty much just free rewards. So it has been proven that the skin that I mentioned earlier for a new account. So there's an event which requires you to power up to 1.5 million power, which you can find in this top left corner. And in doing so, you're going to get yourself a very nice city skin. Now, is that city skin worth it? Again, I'm going to go over that in another video to see, just to kind of break down, is it really worth the time and effort? I think that, you know, there are other benefits that you're chasing from doing a jumper account where that really doesn't have to be the carrot at the end of the stick that you're trying to get, because everything else that comes along with the jumper is really good already. And again, we'll go over and if that skin is really worth it in another video. So just to kind of restate, the benefits from a personal standpoint on an account is you're going to be hoarding tons of resources and speed ups. You're going to have a boost of power, as well as a huge head start on your city hall. I believe the Logic Bank, after he completed his jump process and he landed in his final kingdom and then started to power up his account, I think he did get to City Hall 18, and he had a very good amount of troops. You're going to have a massive troop advantage. And I think more importantly, you are going to have a head start on the commanders that you are going to be working with, both legendary and epic. And I think in the very early game, your farmers, most importantly, because as you're just doing simple events, you are going to be getting your gold keys, which in the beginning of the game are very valuable, because you're going to be trying to unlock your commanders, all your epics and all the farming commanders. So that is a very big thing early in the game. The faster that you can progress your farmers, the better off you're going to be, because a lot of the upgrading later on, once you get past, you know, City Hall 18 and starting to develop your T4 troops, is really going to start to become resource intensive on you. And unless you have multiple farms, which we are also going to discuss in some of these new beginner videos that we're going to be doing, you are going to find yourself struggling a little bit. So I don't have additional accounts. But what I do want to state is, I mentioned before that we are in Kingdom 2418. Now, Dan, why are you in Kingdom 2418 when the new kingdom lists, and if you go over here, you can see them. The newest kingdoms are over here. The newest kingdoms are like 2504. Why are you in 2418? Well, we talked about taking advantage of seasonal events. You can also take advantage of events, as we saw here, since this kingdom is entering KVK. So upon entering KVK, there is going to be an event called Past Glory, which is the rebuilding of your Crusader Fortress. So you can see here that these guys are probably in the process right now of rebuilding their Crusader Fortress, which is going to give you nice lots of goodies. I said that wrong still. So we are in a kingdom that is just about to enter KVK. So in about a few days, they should have the Crusader Fortress opening up for them. And then we will be able to take advantage of some of the events that pop up for the Ruined Crusader Fortress. So you want to take advantage of those events. The more events, the better you can take advantage of on your jumper account. A lot of the ins and in the how-tos and like how are you jumping and this and that. Stay tuned on the channel. I'm going to be doing all of that. I'm most likely going to be streaming a lot of that stuff. So stay tuned to the channel. I really don't want to give information and advice on things that I am not personally familiar with, or I'm not in the process of doing. I think that's why, you know, we're doing this in terms of going back for a beginner standpoint, because it's just much easier to go through the new development of an account and really give you beginner tips. Just to kind of start into wrapping up the video, I just wanted to go over also the benefits of a jumper group when it comes to an alliance or kingdom building. In my opinion, this is almost a must nowadays. I feel like you really have to get lucky if you're trying to establish a kingdom and you're not doing a jumper group. So what people do and what we are doing right now with the Veni Vidi Vici jumper group is you just pretty much recruit players before entering a kingdom. So that way you are now being, you know, taking advantage of, or you're being multiplicative about your head start that you're getting. So as opposed to 1 player or 20 players having a head start in a kingdom, you are going to now have over 100 players is where we're at right now, which is going to fill up 2 alliances, which is beautiful. So it's a really nice way to establish yourself in a kingdom. By doing this from a jumper group perspective, you're also going to have a head start in alliance power. And typically when players, and this is what I usually did, is I just started new accounts. I never did a jumper before, but when you just start a new account in a kingdom, usually the alliances that people want to go to most are the ones that are the strongest. So you are going to have the added benefit of all the power that you guys have a head start on, and starting off with a really badass strong alliance that really jumps off on the page on the alliance search board over here. Yeah, and since jump groups are so prevalent, it really ensures a high population of people with like-minded goals for a kingdom, in addition to your relationships that have already been developing. So we've been chatting in our jumper group Discord, and we're all slowly starting to get to know each other. And I think when you do that from a kingdom building standpoint, it just really helps establish the groundwork for what you are trying to create as a kingdom. So are jumpers worth it? I would say yes. Again, anyone can really take advantage of doing a jumper account, whether you are a free-to-play or a pay-to-win. It's simply a head start, and you are not breaking any rules that Lilith has put in place. This is something that is a function of the game, and you will find, again, that players kind of just like to do jumpers because they usually mess up their accounts the first time around. Although I didn't do a jumper, I just you know. So you're either investing time into this game or you're investing money. The jumper aspect is definitely going to give you a very nice head start, although you are going to have to invest a decent amount of time into the jumper account before you are jumping into your final kingdom. In terms from a group standpoint, I think jumpers are an absolute must when you are trying to establish a kingdom. You really do have to get lucky if you are just starting a new account and saying, hey, let's take a shot and develop something cool, because again, you're just at such a disadvantage when you are trying to build up an alliance and you have people who've been playing for a week and their powers, as soon as they start boosting, are getting up towards that, you know, 1.5 million, and it's just going to make their alliances seem much more attractive when it comes to recruiting. So I do think that this is something that is a must for anyone who is looking to develop a kingdom to call their own. So I hope this was this video was helpful for you guys. If you enjoyed the content, please consider slapping a like on the video and subscribing down below. It's all totally free and helps the channel out a ton. Let's get that YouTube algorithm working. Comments are also greatly appreciated as well. With that, everyone, thank y'all so much for the support. As always, I love y'all so much, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. I'm out. Peace.